Wow, so it looks like we're having a snow day today. Yeah, so unfortunately we're closed today. But it doesn't mean we can't still show everybody all the Betty Bailey files part 2. Yeah, it's the awesome thing about technology. We can use social media, video editing, and people can still experience these items from home, even on a snow day. Yeah, so what's up everybody? Roy from the Tea Garden Historical Society, Jesse behind the camera. Yeah, and I appreciate you all tuning in. Everybody stay warm at home, and let's check out the Betty Bailey files part 2. Alright, looks like we've got a couple physical type pieces here, some tangible items. Got some little bit of, let's see, some slag from the Tea Garden Bridge right there. So somebody here collected, probably Betty, collected up some of these items here from the Tea Garden Centennial Covered Bridge. Probably during the restoration part of it. Yep, Betty Bailey, the huge reason that the Tea Garden Centennial Covered Bridge is still there today. Yep, her and her committee went on to raise a ton of money to restore the bridge. Of course, the ribbon cutting ceremony. Yeah, so there's a painting right here that Betty Bailey commissioned. Local artist down in Guilford Lake. We got Sally Fowler. She did this depiction here of Tea Garden. They would go on to use the reprints of this. They would sell reprints. They would make some extra money, and that went to help restore the Tea Garden Centennial Covered Bridge. It's always the hard part about these kind of things, fundraising. How do you create enough money to keep these landmarks going? Here's another nice little painting there of the Tea Garden Centennial Covered Bridge. Yep, on the back side of this painting here, looks like we have a poem here written by John Horn. Maybe a relative of the John Horn that we know. Yeah, so you can see all kinds of art associated with the Tea Garden Centennial Covered Bridge, art pieces, poetry. Of course, if you go visit the bridge itself, you get to see all the local graffiti artists put their touch on the Centennial Covered Bridge. Yep, these are the people here who attended the first meeting for getting the bridge fixed up. So these are some of the early people associated with keeping the bridge alive, keeping the history going right here in Tea Garden, Ohio. And Betty Bailey, of course the previous owner of all these items here before they were donated. But she was a huge fan of gardening, growing tons of flowers. She had really good artistical value right there. She made the American flag right there out of different flowers, red, white, and blue coloration. Okay, so then on the middle table here, we have some prints here that were taken out of an 1897 photo album that Betty Bailey had access to. And you can see here, huge variety of pictures, all kinds of events going on, showing activity right there in Sheldon's Grove. People come from all over the place on vacation, maybe have their picnics there. You can see they did stuff like boating, picnicking, playing music. And you can see in a lot of these pictures, people have instruments. Now we just have our cell phones, we can listen to whatever music we want, but back then, somebody had to play this music. So if you know anything else about Sheldon's Grove or anything about these pictures in particular, feel free to comment below. Let us know what you think. We're still learning about some of this stuff. We're still gathering information. Again, thanks for watching so far. Again, we have a snow day here in Tea Garden area. Tons of snow, which is awesome, but unfortunately hard to get in and out of our driveway, so we're going to do this virtual today. Again, we appreciate everybody watching so far. Of course, one of the early stores there in Tea Garden area, we got the Kelly store, Kelly General Store, right by the train tracks. Eventually, Kelly's, I think, moves closer to Salem, eventually. But that's the start right there of the Kelly's General Store. We have a coal trestle that goes right across Aikens Hollow. This would actually join the Yates Road to McCracken Road. Yeah. Of course, the coal mining, huge part of the industry in the area back then. All right, and then we had all the list of the people who attended the 1979 Columbiana County tour. You can see the map right there. Super awesome. If anybody wants a copy of this ever, get a hold of us. If anyone knows anything more about this tour around Columbiana County, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. Has anyone ever done this traveling before? also shows some of the property owners right there. That's a nice little map. Tons of resource right there. Timeline magazine. This one actually features a little bit about the Centennial Covered Bridge. Of course, people come from all over to see the Centennial Covered Bridge. Huge tourism still in this area. People love the park area down there. While you're down there, walk on the Greenway Trail, have a picnic right there at the picnic tables, and check out the Covered Bridge, learn the history of the area. Yep, there's a picture right there of Cindy Bailey by the Artisan Well. It looks like that was when the Artisan Well was in full effect. I think eventually something happened. I think the Artisan Well was broken off at one point. So it might look quite a bit different today. We have a photo right there of Uriah Teegarden. Of course, we don't have any real good pictures of this kind of stuff, so everything we have is typically a copy of a copy. But if anybody has any more information out there about the Teegarden family, any additional pictures, photos you'd like to share with us, send them to our email address or leave a comment below. There's some information there about the Highland School and the Highland Church. Yeah, huge history there. And in addition to a lot of the magazines, newspapers, and photocopies, Betty Bailey had also put together tons of these 3-ring binders. Super organized. You can see each one's labeled about the topics right there. If you ever want to learn any more about Teegarden, come on down here one of these times when it's not snowing so hard on a Monday and learn the history of Teegarden. You can break it down in these individual topics. Super awesome. Everything we saw today was just round 2 of the Betty Bailey files, the Betty Bailey collection. Again, we appreciate the donation from Jeff and Dorothy Bailey. Huge resource right here. We're still going through some of this stuff, trying to learn it. You can see a few more items even below. So even after 2 weeks, we still haven't displayed 100% of everything. So again, anybody wants to learn more about Teegarden, get a hold of us. Come on down on a Monday sometime. We're open up every Monday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come down here to the Teegarden Historical Society. Every week we're going to set out a different display. And even on a snow day, we're going to film it, and we're going to make sure everybody still sees the information. Yeah, so again, thanks a lot, everybody. Stay warm out there, and we'll see you next time.